Welcome to another video. This one is a little different, I think, than any of the ones I've done in the past, but I thought I would do a what's in my bag video. So this is my purse. It is shaped like a bat wing. So there's like a little cover that comes up here, and it's shaped here. I just recently got this one a couple of months ago. Before that I had more of like a backpack style bag, but a friend of mine had sort of like a bat, more of a tote that kind of came up the sides, and I just absolutely loved it. So I found this one, which was a little different because I didn't really want to get the same one she had, but it has a very similar vibe, so I thought I would do some touching and maybe just talk about some of the items that I typically carry with me on a daily basis. So this is not real leather, it's like a fake leathery, but I don't really care. It has a very nice feel to it, and the purse itself is very like heavy duty, kind of like a high quality feel to it. It has a long strap because I'm an over the shoulder or over the chest kind of girl. I don't like having like short. It does have like a hand carry as well, but I don't really like to utilize it. It's just a little too short for me, I guess. So the back has a zipper pocket. It's very thin though. I could maybe slide like a piece of paper or a card in there or something, but it's really not going to fit very much in there. The sides also come unzipped so that the purse can get slightly larger, but I prefer to keep them, on the smaller side. At the bottom, there are 4 metallic, like brads. It just kind of keeps the bottom of the purse looking nice. So it's not getting scuffed on things as you set it down on the floor, although I will admit I don't think that I really place this purse on the floor at all. I mostly hang it on like the back of chairs or hooks or things like that. So continuing along with the same kind of pattern. At the corners you also have a small skull, and I like how it's very subtle. It's not overwhelmingly. I feel like sometimes you get this kind of style bag and it's a little more, I don't know, a little too flashy. Classy goth, we'll call it, is what this is. So that's really the outside of the bag. think the only thing that I don't like about it is it's a bit of a hassle to get into the bag as the flap is quite large. It is very difficult to secure because it's through like a magnetic fastening kind of on the other side, but I think the pros outweigh the cons, in my opinion, so I will continue to use it. I'm definitely a person, I don't have a lot of bags or purses and things. I'll buy one that I like and I'll keep it for quite a few years before I get another one. So I'll probably have this one for quite some time, as for me it's actually very new. I've only had it for a few months. Okay, let's maybe take a look inside. So inside it's pretty large, carries a lot of things. So I think what I'll do is just take out the items individually and talk about them, okay? I do really love the way this sounds. I could probably do the whole video on this in my eyes. Those are a lot of, I like to watch ASMR videos like that. Okay. First item I'll pull out is just sitting right on top. It is a perfume. This one is a BCBG Elixir de Classes. I don't know. I think this is such a pleasant smell. I like to keep like a couple of like tester size if you need a little refresher through the day. I don't wear a lot of perfume at work, you know, with a lot of strong scents, so I wouldn't say this is a very strong scent, but it's very pleasant. I would say it's like maybe a little musky, I guess, but very like light. It's not a heavy kind of scent, and the bottle is really cute. I carry this in there. I actually got this as a gift through the Throne website from a viewer. And what it is it's a lint roller, but it's reusable. I'm not going to open it because there's probably some lint and hair and things in there, so we'll keep it a little nicer. But it's really neat because it'll, you can take the ball inside it and wash it. And so I've used this a lot. Like, I know I've mentioned it a million times, but I have 2 white cats and they just fur absolutely everywhere. So this kind of thing was really kind and I really appreciate it. And I use it a lot, so that's to the side. Let's see. I carry some gum. So at work, I do a lot of training and I teach a lot of students. So I'm usually very close to people and I don't want to scare them away. So this one's almost empty, but I like to chew some gum so I don't, you know, like I said, scare them away. But I prefer this brand. They're kind of cheaper, but I feel like they have decent longevity, and I like the spearmint. Well, I should say, I really love like the fruit ones, like the watermelon and things like that, but I don't feel that they last as long, so I tend to get like the spearmint and the peppermint. And apparently peppermint has a positive effect on memory, so that's always kind of nice. I have a pair of sunglasses. So I actually got these in the fishing section because I wanted some that were, you know, polarized and UV protection and everything. And I sort of don't like them because they've got these little guys, and they always get caught in my hair when I kind of flip them up so I can see. I don't wear glasses or anything, so, and then when I wear them, my right ear is like slightly higher than my left. So when I wear glasses, they always look like a little bit tilted. So I don't like that, but when I'm driving and things, I will wear these guys just to protect my eyes. So I carry a lot of pens. So these are all fresh, unused pens. They're actually a really small, like, nib size. It's like a 0.35. I really like thin pens. I don't know why. They write so beautifully. So anyway, I bought a huge pack of these one time, and I use them at work a lot. But I carry the rest of them in my purse. It's amazing how often I need to just have a pen or perhaps something to jot a note down or whatever. So I just keep them in a plastic bag so they don't leak in case for some reason something happens to them. I won't have a giant like ink stain inside my purse. But I have a feeling these will last me for a long time. And then along with that, I have some sticky notes that I keep in there. The little mouth comes open. And you have lots of different colors, and then some larger ones on the bottom. So I think I got these as a sample somewhere. I don't really know, if I'm honest. Sometimes things come in the mail, and I don't know. I just thought it was really cute. Or maybe someone gave them to me, I don't know. I really just like them, and they're really handy to jot my notes down when I have to do that. I do have some like lotion, I guess it would be, sort of like a body cream. So this is Holy Cow Whipped Tallow Balm Orange Vanilla. I absolutely love this stuff. It is a little bit on the greasy side. So, you know, if I put it on my face, I'll put it on there at night. It's got grass-fed beef tallow, organic jojoba oil, orange and vanilla essential oil, so it's pretty minimal on the ingredients, but it just really makes your skin feel so nice. Directions: place a small amount of balm on your fingers and apply where desired. Massage gently for smooth and rejuvenated skin. So yeah, packed with essential vitamins A, D, K, and E. Our antioxidant-rich tallow helps keep your skin moisturized, combating dryness and promoting hydration. Experience skin that feels softer, smoother, and more nourished. I can attest to that. I really like this stuff. I was a little surprised by the size of the jar when I first got it. In my opinion, it was a little on the pricier side, and I have a terrible habit of not looking at the size of things when I buy them. I'm one of those people where, you know, you buy a shirt or something and then you get it and realize it's like a Barbie shirt. I've done that. So it's not out of character for me to do that, but I will say it doesn't look like there's a lot in there, but a little goes a really long way. So you don't feel like you need a ton to cover an area, and the scent is absolutely just divine. I love it. This orange vanilla one smells like a dreamsicle. Like, I can't eat it, but I would love to. It's so amazing smelling. So I have that just kind of sitting in my bag for mostly my hands, and then sometimes I'll put it on my face as well. You've probably seen this in a lot of my videos actually. I like to use this, I actually have the beginnings of carpal tunnel, and this is really helpful just kind of massaging my hands through the day. I'll kind of mostly come up by my thumb, here, and also here. My right hand's the worst hand, strangely, even though I use my left more. I don't know if I try to keep my hands in a very neutral position because that does seem to help, but so yeah, I use this to kind of alleviate some of that pain that I get, or numbness really is probably the more appropriate term, I guess. I don't really feel too much pain, it's more just like a sudden numbness everywhere. Let's see. I carry some of this. It's like a medicated ointment, and it sort of just numbs the skin a little bit. In the area that I live, we get a lot of mosquitoes in the summertime, and this just kind of stops the itching really quickly. So, because I have a terrible habit of when I get a mosquito bite, I can't stop itching it. So I'll just itch and itch and itch until it just bleeds almost. So this is very helpful for me, so I don't let it get to that stage, I guess. But so that lives in my purse. I also have, although these are almost gone, some wet wipes. They're like disinfectants for your hand. Pretty standard, although these smell really powerful. It's a tropical splash. I won't say it's a bad smell, but it's very, I would say, almost overpowering. I like to do this if I am like eating somewhere, or maybe I'm, I don't know, in the car or something, and I just want to make sure my hands are clean before I eat. So it can be a little off-putting to have like that strong kind of floral scent. So when these ones are gone, I think I'm gonna go back to the more neutral scent. think that'll make me a little happier. But I don't like to waste things, so I'll kind of power through this, and when it's done, I'll change it at that time. I do have a small, like, card shaped like an old PlayStation, like PS2, PS1, sorry. I mostly carry, like, library cards and things like that in there, so stuff that I don't really use very often, but it's kind of handy to have available. So insurance cards too. I do have some sunscreen. I have very pale skin, and I try to protect my skin. I really like this kind. It's like a balm that you just spread across the skin like that. So, and it does go on very clear. It's done in the sun. So it is an Elf Skin Invisi Stick 50 Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen. No touch application and water resistant, 80 minutes. So I really like this one in particular. I'll mostly put it on if I'm getting in the car, just around my hands and things, because they get a lot of sun exposure. I carry a plethora of hair items. I'll just take them all out, I think, if I can find them down there. So I often find myself in a rush in the morning, like most people. So when I get to work, the lab I work in is terrible in terms of airflow, so it's always really warm. So I like to put my hair up. So I just have like a silk hair tie. If I want to go that route, I'll have a small clip. I've just realized there's so much gold here. I don't usually wear gold, but apparently I'm switching over. And then also just a classic hair stick for something kind of more quick, a little messier. But I don't mind gold or silver. I think they're both fine. I used to be like a strictly silver girl, but I don't mind anymore. Let's see, I have a couple. What the heck do I have down here? At the very bottom of my purse, I have some lipstick. It is like a black, purpley kind of color. I really like wearing like darker, like colors. So like that's an actual lipstick. And then I also have two like semi lipsticks. They're not actually lipsticks. This is more of like a lip color that matches my true tone. I wear that when at work more. And then this one, which is again more of a dark, which when I put it on my lips, this doesn't look as dark as it does like here, like against my skin. It goes on very like pale, but it still kind of gives the lips like a nice like light tint, but more on the dark side. So I really like these two because it's like wearing lipstick without actually, you know, having like a big commitment. Like this is, you know, like more of a classic-y lipstick, so, you know, it can smudge and be very dark and stuff. And then the other one is just like a lip balm. I use a lot of Aquaphor products. And also, I think I have one in here. Yeah. Like a Vaseline, so it's just straight Vaseline essentially. I use that a lot on my face and lips and kind of things as a skin protectant. So I really enjoy, you know, making sure my skin's protected. I wash my hands a lot and things, so, you know, and everybody's getting older, so gotta make sure things are doing well. And I think the very last thing I have in here is just like a cleaning cloth for like my phone or my glasses, whatever needs to be wiped off from my fingerprints or anything like that. So those are the items that I carry around with me. I probably don't need to carry quite this many things, but I like to be prepared. So, alright, I hope you were able to relax and maybe get a few tingles.